Ryan Garcia says, psych, I lied. Devin Haney is not that guy, and goes into a different direction, and he decides to pursue the Rolly Romero fight as planned, as scheduled. Originally, we know that Rolly and Ryan Garcia are both coming off not the best performances they've ever had. You could argue that they both lost, even though Rolly Romero technically got that stoppage win. It was a little bit controversial against that old man, Barroso, but he could crack. He could definitely crack. And so now it looks like it's Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero, because whatever happened with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fell through, because apparently Ryan Garcia was talking about how he thought that it was Haney versus Garcia, when in actuality Ryan is saying that, obviously he's the A side and not Devin Haney, which is subjective. You could argue each side. You could say that Devin Haney's accomplished more, but you could also say that Ryan Garcia has made the biggest fight happen in the sport of boxing in the last year, with 1.2 million pay-per-view buys, the most that we've seen in the past year. So, respect to Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, but it's unfortunate that fell through. But I think this is a better stylistic matchup for Ryan Garcia. It's a way more winnable fight, in my opinion, and I still don't give Ryan a huge edge in this fight. Just stylistically, both of these guys can crack, and I wouldn't be surprised if Rolly Romero lands something crazy. I think that a big reason why Ryan Garcia chose to not necessarily be persistent in the negotiations for Devin Haney is because he knows that Rolly Romero is probably a more marketable fighter. The press conferences, the weigh-ins, the lead up to the fight it's going to be great. The promotion for Rolly Romero versus Ryan Garcia is going to be much bigger, I think, in terms of their personalities, as opposed to having Devin Haney, who, may be more skilled than both of them combined, but still, it's about ticket sales and the narrative of the fight and getting people excited to root, for Ryan or root for Rolly. And I think that's why Ryan Garcia kind of made that decision to more so pursue Rolly Romero. So hopefully it goes down. They're talking about March 2024, so that would be real soon if they can make that happen. The negotiations haven't officially started yet, but to hear that Ryan Garcia is going to try to pursue Rolly, it's a good idea. And we've heard, and seen Floyd Mayweather have a strong influence on Ryan Garcia in the past, in this past week. So I'm curious to see if he kind of deterred Ryan Garcia from taking the fight with Devin Haney and pursuing Rolly Romero, because he kind of sees the financial benefit in Ryan fighting Rolly as opposed to Devin, where it's a riskier fight, let's be real. And at least in this fight, I think Ryan would be the favorite, and I still think it's a 50-50 fight, because Rolly can also crack, and he's very strong, especially for that weight class, a big dude. So Ryan Garcia will definitely have his hands full. They've sparred in the past. I think it's fair to say that they're pretty civil with each other, but when those lights turn on and then they get the microphones in front of their faces and they face off for those press conferences and all the promotion, I think that friendship's going to go out the window, because both of these guys, it's kind of do or die for both guys. If you fight Ryan Garcia and you're Rolly Romero and you take this loss, coming off that controversial win over Barroso and being stopped by Tank, it's not a good look for Rolly. What do you do at that point? Because you're already at 140. At 147, the dudes are even bigger. So it'll be tough for Rolly to come back from a loss if he loses to Ryan Garcia. And on the flip side, Ryan Garcia loses to Rolly Romero. Where does he go from there? His stock decreases by fighting a guy, that he's supposed to beat with ease. But realistically, if you guys know both these fighters, anything could happen in this matchup. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Maybe give a little bit of an edge to Ryan Garcia, but I'm not really confident at all that he comfortably wins the fight. Not saying that he can't knock out Rolly, because he can, but I also believe that Rolly can knock out Ryan. They can both put each other to sleep. So it'll be an interesting fight, Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia. I just think that these guys have such big personalities. I'm happier and more excited for this fight just because Devin Haney has bigger fish to fry right now. Like, I understand that Ryan Garcia is a big draw, but resume-wise, Devin can get a lot done and make a lot of big fights happen at 140 before he outgrows the division and eventually goes to 147. He can accomplish a lot in this moment where, you know, it's a transition time for PBC. I'm not sure he could get a tank fight. I'd love to see that fight for Devin. It would still be a tougher fight, but let's also remember that Devin's not really signed to a single, you know, promoter or TV network, so he'll have the opportunity to kind of be a little bit more flexible and see what his options are. So hopefully he can make a fight with Gervonta Davis or Shakur Stevenson if he's willing to go to 140, but we know that Shakur's only, you know, hitting 35 barely, so he's not ready to go to 40 yet. And then Tank, also a little bit skeptical of him, you know, fighting Devin actually at 140 pounds. I feel like he would try to make him have a rehydration clause, fight with a rehydration clause, and fight at a catch weight. And I'm not sure Devin would be, you know, agreeing to that. So we'll see what happens. Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia in the works. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
That's going to do it for another NASFight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Manabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.